Cooking. Why am I looking at the light? I should be looking at the lens. And did I say that in the beginning? Shit. What is up, everyone? Mark here, and welcome to the Prepared Pantry. You might be wondering why the name change. Basically, what it comes down to is this. I get a lot of enjoyment out of cooking, out of making these videos, out of learning things about cooking, learning how to cook, teaching how to cook. And I don't want to have the direction of the videos that I make and of the channel necessarily be driven by something as dark and depressing as a global pandemic. Not to say that it isn't an issue, it absolutely is. And I may still have occasional videos that are on the pandemic pantry sort of subject. Same with Orange Vest. But from here on out, the main series is going to be titled The Prepared Pantry. And when I say prepared pantry, I mean prepared pantry as in you have things that you need in your pantry, that you prepare to have the things that you need in your pantry. It's about being prepared in all ways, right? I was a Boy Scout growing up. Our motto was be prepared, and that was certainly about being prepared in all ways in life. So the new series is Prepared Pantry, and we'll be doing a full recipe every Friday. That'll be a full-length video, usually more 15 to 30 minutes long. Then on Mondays, we're going to do shorter videos. Those are Prepared Pantry Presents. Profiles to support local restaurants, very quick recipes that only take a few minutes. Those would be shorter videos, more like 5 to 15 minutes long. So today we've got the first episode of the Prepared Pantry, and for dinner we are doing cider bratwurst on the grill, and we're going to have Raisin Couscous and Mexican street corn with that. And the Mexican street corn is actually going to be more of a deconstructed Mexican street corn, basically Mexican street corn, but off the cob. So before we get started, I want to thank you all again for continuing to support the channel and what I'm doing here, for liking the videos and subscribing. Speaking of which, if you have not subscribed yet, please do click the red button down below the video. Also, when you do, make sure you hit the bell icon and make sure you get a notification every time I have a new video out. All right, let's get started. Okay, so the grill is preheating outside on high. In here, I've got our brats. We've got 3 cups of hard apple cider. We've got 2 scallions. I'm going to cut these sliced thin, separating the tops and the bottoms. 2 or 3 cloves of garlic. Half a cup of couscous. 1 box or 1 ounce of raisins. 3/4 of a cup of water or beef broth, or broth, any broth really. I'm using beef broth, reconstituted stuff. If you use water, then just throw a pinch of salt in there. We've also got 3 or 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 3 or 4 tablespoons of finely grated Parmesan, 1 tablespoon of lime juice, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of chili powder, and a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of garlic powder, and salt and pepper to taste. The reason for the variable ingredients there is that's for the corn. 2 ears of corn also we need, and I like to take off a little bit of the husk, but you want to leave some of it on there because we're going to grill it and it helps protect it from getting too charred. Remove as much as you like for as charred a corn as you would like. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is put the brats in and get these boiling in our cider. And we just want to get this boiling, and we want to poach them through enough that they start to cook on the outside and the casings shrink a little bit. This is going to do a couple of things for us. It's going to get some of that flavor into the bratwurst, and it is also going to help prevent them from splitting open when they go on the grill. Not fun when they kind of fall apart and go all over the place. You want to keep those juices inside. Okay, now next we're going to slice up our scallions. And again, we're going to separate the bottoms and the tops. Okay. When this starts to get to a boil, you want to kind of keep it at a simmer. And meanwhile, we are going to heat a little bit of oil in a second pan. we're going to put in the bottoms of the scallions. And we're just going to kind of cook those for a minute until they're a little bit softened, a little bit colored. Okay, now in goes the garlic. Okay, now our broth or water. And the couscous. And the raisins. And when this hits a good boil, which it's going to pretty quickly, we're going to turn off the heat and just cover it. And just a couple more minutes on the brats and we should be good. Okay, let's head out to the grill. Okay, first thing we're going to do is oil our grill grates. And I already brushed these down a bit when I preheated it earlier. Okay, corn goes down. And brats go down. All right, now we're going to cook the brats, turning them every so often for a few minutes until they reach about 160 inside. We're going to do the same with the corn, just turning it until it's got a nice char on it and it's cooked through. And then we'll be ready to go inside and get things together. little bit of color on there. All right, let's go get things together. Okay, now to cut the kernels off the corn, I like to set up this little arrangement here with a small bowl inverted inside a larger bowl. And this small bowl even has a little divot in it, which kind of helps hold the kernel. And before you do that, you can pick off any little bits of silk that are kind of still clinging on. Okay, and to the bowl of corn, we're going to add our Parmesan, our lime juice, our mayonnaise, about 3 tablespoons. And about a half a teaspoon, maybe a heaping half a teaspoon of chili powder. And a heaping half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Just want to stir this all together to combine. Make sure the corn is all good and broken up. And we are ready to serve. We'll fluff up the couscous. Couscous on the plate. A little bit of Mexican street corn. Of course, a sausage or two. And we can garnish the couscous and the corn with some of the scallion. I always like a little bit of Dijon mustard. The brightness of the cider really comes through. And tastes a little bit of the apple, but it's not too overpowering, you know? Couscous is nice and sweet. Raisins kind of help complement the apple flavor of the sausage. And this, it really captures the flavor of the Mexican street corn, but without the cob. All right, guys, bon appetit. We'll see you in the next one.